back on the Mana Symbol channel playing a little bit of Modern. And I've been hurt, folks. I've been hurt. I've been hurt by the new Modern format. It's been a pain in the ass. It really has. So it's time to play the best control deck there is. Mono, red, Obosh. Know what you're thinking. How can this be a control deck? Well, let me tell you something. I enjoy playing slower, more ponderous decks, but that is not the order of the day. There are some people finding some success with blue-white control, and that's fine. I do not particularly enjoy the straight blue-white control. I want to be able to play more colors than that, and if I can't, let's at least hose the hell out of people with 4 copies of main deck Blood Moon. This is the mono-red Obosh style of sort of mid-range red deck, so we're playing Obosh the Preypiercer as our companion. This requires our main deck to have only cards with odd converted mana costs, and Obosh has them deal double damage as long as Obosh is in play. This makes a Lightning Bolt deal 6 damage, so it is serious business. So around that, the deck is constructed with 4 Blood Moons and a mono-red base. We do have a couple of utility lands in Fiery Islet and Blast Zone. Then around this is sort of a super grindy mono-red deck. So we do have Monastery Swiftspear and Soul-Scar Mage. I have already played 2 leagues with this deck, and you can kill people on turn 4 with a double or triple prowess creature draw, paired up with Lightning Bolts and Lava Darts. These are staples of the prowess decks, but we're also playing Firebolt. Now this is much slower and grindier. This is 2 mana shock sorcery speed, but it has flashback for 4 and a red. Between Firebolt and Lava Dart, you have a large density of cards that function out of the graveyard, which makes Seasoned Pyromancer doubly useful in this deck. Not only is this a 3 mana for a 2/2 that's always going to draw you cards, but frequently you get to dump cards like Lava Dart or Firebolt into your graveyard and get 2 1/1 elementals. Sometimes you also get a tempo bump by dumping in something like a Bonecrusher Giant, which is maybe mediocre in the given matchup, but Bonecrusher Giant, of course, is generally great. And then we get to play a 1-mana Divination because new Magic design is fair. Light Up the Stage is quite possibly one of the greatest gifts to red, other than Lava Dart becoming part of Modern. So it's an incredibly powerful card to have here, and it's super fun in this deck. We've got Shattering Spree in the sideboard. This helps against Chalice of the Void mostly. That's picking up a little bit of steam. We've got Kozilek's Return to destroy creatures with protection from red, although we can do that with Bonecrusher Giant as well. And we've got some Dragon Claws for the burn matchup. Dragon Claw notably is the only sideboard card that turns off our Obosh. But as far as I've experienced it in the burn matchups, it's super important. Basically, other than that, it's not useful, but the burn matchup, it basically makes that an auto win if you can resolve a Dragon's Claw. And we've got an extra Blast Zone and some Relic of Progenitus in here for Graveyard Hate. The Blast Zone is just sort of, you sometimes have 3 Kozilek's Return and 1 Blast Zone, 3 Shattering Spree and 1 Blast Zone, 3 Dragon's Claw and 1 Blast Zone, and you cut 4 of whatever card is sort of worst in that matchup. So let's hop into a Modern League and see how this one goes. Lost to Grixis Urza.
Meanwhile,
is there anything keeping them from just restricting old border printings to supplemental products? No. They don't ever have to print old border ever again. I think it's more likely we'll see an old border secret lair before we see an old border full printing like Time Spiral Remastered is, but there will be both. I predict both will happen. There will certainly be a secret lair. I think it would be insane for them not to cash in on the exact kind of niche product that a secret lair old border would be. They can literally just print the 4 commands from Lorwyn in an old border in a single product, and I think that would sell like crazy. Hell, even the ones from Tarkir would probably be pretty fire. Okay, it looks like we're against blue-white something. Could be control, could be some kind of many-color deck, etc. I'm going to lead on Bomat Courier. If they've got Path to Exile, I will be happy to have them head on. Well, they did Mystic, the choose 3. You may choose modes more than once. Yeah, Exodus was also where they introduced the rarity symbols, Mike. They had a new marketing guy who became part of the card design. I forget who it is, but there's a drive to there's multiple drive to works by Mark Rosewater that talk about that change. Okay. Stoneforge Mystic. Yes, this is acceptable. Weird that these new old border cards have centered text. Centered text? For the artist and cop. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's all that strange, but I get you. I fell that. I probably should have just stomped there. But I want to get some of these Soul-Scar Mages into play, so this is fine. Are they going to Force of Negation this? Oh my god, Becky. Look at her butt. It's just so big and round. It's just out there. Well, it's a good thing I have Bonecrusher. That is a different song, Mike, but I do love both those songs. Reminds you of Ribfest. Interesting. No blocks. Very well. Oh, you clever bastard. All right. Incredibly experienced Stoneblade pilot. Excellent. I don't know what's happened in the last couple leagues. I've been playing against people who are just like super on the ball. It's crazy. Where are my free wins at? Still has vigilance though, so they still get to swing in for 2 damage here. This is gonna get really crappy in a hurry. A goddamn Force of Negation. Hopefully we top deck a burn spell. I may have to swing in with the Bomat Couriers and just try to draw. Oh my god. Brutal! Ah! Oh, no. It's all right. We can lose a game 1 if we have to. Okay, Blast Zone's not the worst card. I want to maximize my red mana for now, though. All right. It's time to risk it for the biscuit. Rick it for the bicket. Does it make sense to swing with that? Oh crap! I didn't play my Soul-Scar Mage or a land. I did this totally backwards. Oh, I was getting all into my brain about other ways to be efficient about this, and I totally shafted myself. All right. Well, it's this. I mean, this is not. This is a version of this turn. I don't think it's as good as if I'd played out land Soul-Scar Mage before combat, swung in with the 2 Bomats and the Soul-Scar Mage, and just hope to draw an instant. This is the more conservative line, which I was not planning on taking. This is sort of Feast and Famine, though? Yeah, okay. That's not so bad. It's going to be frustrating on that Germ token, but we'll just throw a Bomat Courier in front of it. The one that doesn't have any cards on it, probably. We can outgrind a deck like this. It's not... Actually, maybe I'd rather throw Soul-Scar Mage in front of it. Yeah, I think so, because I have 2 of those. But each Bomat is actually worth sort of virtual card advantage. I've heard good things about Ribfest. It's an Ontario institution, don't you know? Bolt off the top. Oh, that's good enough. Yes. Okay, Lavadar. Acceptable. Acceptable draw. I accept this card that I have drawn. You took Dane's word. Who the hell is Dane? Dane Cook? Did you go to a Ribfest with Dane Cook? Okay, opponent. What is your plan? Oh, this works out perfectly. God, this is hilarious. Lavadart? I don't think that I know Dane, no. Die, die, everybody dies. Remand? That's just rude. Okay. That is so rude. Alright, so... Oh, I just sacked this Bomat, and... Oh, that's perfect. Shrink the gem token, and then everything is basically dead here. This is good. If they have another land, they could reset the Batterskull, but I'll cross that. I'll burn that bridge when I get to it, says the red player. Alright. Do they reset their Batterskull at sorcery speed, or are they playing something else? Some kind of big horrifying Teferi? Or Jace the Mind Sculptor? Oh, okay. Oh yeah! Stoneforge can attack, can't it? Well, I guess it doesn't really help them or hurt them. Okay, there you go. Oh, no, yeah, it does. Obviously it does. So we'll take 3, and then they'll get to recast the Batterskull. Nice. Good sequence. I mean, they don't have to recast the Batterskull. They can do anything they want with the 5 mana. Man, this game really does all rotate around the fact that they had that early Force of Negation. Without that, they would have been in a totally different spot, but they really nailed it by having it for my Bolt. Yep. One battery boy. Battery. The battery. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted you to block. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you, opponent. You're so nice. Yeah, I don't know, Roy. I'm okay with it. Colluding. Our opponent is colluding with us. That's a move. The problem is, no matter what I go after with this Firebolt, I could just move with the sword and I can't do anything about it. I'm pretty sure if I'm going to cast it, I will shrink their germ token. I'm kind of interested in putting Obosh into my hand as a potentially really big upside for next turn. Yeah, my other option is to crank the Blast Zone to 2. I don't really think I want to put it on 3, even though killing that sword would be really good. If you bolt the Stoneforge Mystic, they move it over and it dies at least. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, actually, that's a great line. We'll put... Nope, that's not what I want. This. Put Obosh in my hand. They do have 4 cards in hand, so they're doing just fine on that axis. But if I can sort of get over what they're doing so far, we can pull ahead quite easily. This move makes me think they're likely to move the sword and just let the Stoneforge die. We'll see. Just because I think they want to gain the 5, and I'm pretty sure they want to make me discard a card, and the hell is that? What is that? What was that? I'm so confused. It's a hard question. Lifelink for 7? We can beat Lifelink for 7. The only thing we need to do is grind through the Batterskull here, and we'll be fine. Like, we've got Flame Slashes, we've got Seasoned Pyromancers, like... I'm not saying it'll be easy, I'm just saying we can do it. The problem is the control cards they have access to are a little bit problematic at this point. Yeah, the cryptic move was a little bit interesting. Yeah, I am very tempted to, as much as possible, I don't want to walk my Obosh into a... Yeah, they hadn't shown us a Spell Queller yet, but... That was definitely a thing that could happen. If they also have Remand, I'm basically just screwed, but, like, I don't know, I'm not going to do anything about it, so... Might cycle into a burn spell. Yeah, I suppose so. Blast Zone to 3 sounds good right now. Yeah, also could have been okay. I did what I did, how I did it, so we're here now. They can put the Batterskull on the Spell Queller and just kill me. Let's see if they do it. They could also be playing Brazen Borrower or any number of things that just kill us on the spot here. Looks like, yeah, Path to Exile. It's the second time today that I have played against a Path to Exile deck, and it's been the only decks against which I've cast my Obosh are the decks where they have Path to Exile for it. Actually, I think I cast it once against like a burn deck, and they just scooped on the spot. All right, so we get Shattering Spree and Blast Zone. I think I'm pretty happy to take out Swiftspear. No, maybe Bomat Courier. Well, they were okay that game, but... I feel like they just have too many creatures for Bomat Courier to be particularly good. But then... How aggressive am I trying to be here? I guess is the real question. Kozilek's Return could also be kind of okay. No, not really. Because it doesn't, there's plenty of other creatures it doesn't really kill. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy like this. We'll see. Oh, I also I throttled down the bit rate on the stream here, so y'all are gonna have to let me know how the overall performance is, but hopefully it's good. Actually seems a little bit smoother on my end, so that's kind of nice. This is a good hand. It's a very good hand. Am I pitching here? Pyromancer? I feel like it's Pyromancer. Blood Moon just seems so good, but Pyromancer's a creature. Blood Moon is not. So maybe just ship the turn 1 Noble. Yeah, I hope so. We've got the Lightning Bolt. We've got a Bomat Courier. Like, our opponent mulled to at least 6. They're tanking on the 6 for now. We'll see if they go to 5. Yeah, they went with 6. All right. Stream quality's better. Okay, it should be overall worse, but like without the choppiness problems. So I don't know what the bit rate looks like on your end. Like I don't know what if I so I reduced the bit rate by 20%, but maybe it was like higher than it needed to be. So I don't know. But anyway, go Bomat Courier, go get them, kill them. Is bitrate playback rate? I actually don't know. I mean, as far as I understand it, it's like the total amount of information that's being sent to... That's a tilt. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... Yeah. That's correct. But I just don't know what that translates to for you guys. Like, I don't know how that would affect the appearance of the stream, the smoothness of the stream. Like, I just don't have any reality on what it is. So maybe you wouldn't notice a difference between 4,000 and 5,000, except that it's less likely to be interrupted by medium what do I want to say? Like medium carry from the, I don't know. Do I think they play Spell Pierce? No? Spell Snare. Whoo! All right. This could be big. This could be almost pointless. Let's find out. Because they didn't see any Blood Moons from us in game 1. So this could be a really big deal here. We'll find out fairly quickly, I assume. Okie dokie. Captain Chest! The first. The picture's better than usual. I usually have it on 780p, but on 720p, 60 source is available, so it's not unexpected. The heroic chest bit in a long time. Is there such a heroic chest bit? Is that a thing that I and or other people do? Captain Chest waxes. Well, obviously, if you're cut like that, you want to show it off. The definition is a lot more, you prick. They brought in Aethergust. Of course they brought in Aethergust. I mean, good for you, opponent. Well played. Do I even try to resolve it again? I'll put it on top. At minimum, it's more fodder for the next Seasoned Pyromancer. They'll have the Vista. Just bottom it. I can always just discard it to Seasoned Pyromancer. Like, if they have the Vista plus another fetch land, then I can just pitch it. Yeah, that's exactly what I predicted. They would have another fetch land that it unlocked. Pop Blast Zone looks enticing now. Does it? I can't afford that, but I agree with you. We're going to light up the stage, see if I can hit another land drop, but it's definitely enticing. It's just not possible for the moment. I'm really hoping that we get to resolve light up the stage into the second Seasoned Pyro here. Although I guess that would mean I have to ditch my... Yeah, because obviously we'll get our Bomat Courier back that way. Oh, sure. All right. Do I care about this Noble Hierarch? They scooped! Okay, then. Could I borrow a mana? Could you lend me a tap of wastes? 'Cause I can't pay for Obosh. I'm not gonna come up with a line for rhyming with Obosh. Although I don't need to, because Can I Borrow a Feeling doesn't rhyme there. You can't remember Can I Borrow a Feeling? Roybert. I am hurt. Can I borrow a feeling? Could you lend me a jar of love? Oh. My opponent says my MTGO is lagging big time and I'm worried about clock, so quick concessions. I said, no worries, friend. Heart emoji. Yeah, their clock is definitely getting savaged, so. Hurting hearts need some healing. Take my hand with your glove of love. Do 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 do. Just go to downloadmoreram.com. A totally legitimate and real website that has actual legitimate and really useful information on it. Download moreram.com. Your next stop, top shop for more RAM. Yeah, I hope they don't have force negation here, but if they do, it's fine. It's kind of a... I get a 2-for-1 and then a 1-for-1. No, 2-for-1 and 2-for-1. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the tempo loss with the way this game is looking. And they've gone dual land into dual land, so now they don't have a force for my Blood Moon. So it's yeah, exactly. So like we're not in a bad spot at all here. And then we've got Bolt, Firebolt, Shattering Spree for most of the things they could try to resolve. So well, we'll see. I mean, yeah, so they got a Vista. Prismatic Vista. And they are make a play. If they play Teferi, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Kitchen Finks. Yeah, we can beat the Kitchen Finks. Alright, opponent. Do you have Celestial Purge and or another force negation? They do not. All right. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Lamau. Hey, Roy. Lamau. Hey, Lamau. I miss that, man. So, I'm not going to go for it proactively because I'm worried about them having Path on Soul-Scar in response. So, I'll probably do it with a Lightning Bolt while they're attacking. So that no matter what, at least I get to take the... Okay, this is the Path here. Oh, auf deinem Eis. Yeah, this is fine, opponent. No problem here. I have a small response, so... This is otherwise fine. Dude. Hey, do you think I could play Divination for 1 mana? Would that be okay? Second Blood Moon. Super useful against this kind of deck. I actually mean that, though, because they've shown that they're playing Aether Gust, and they're probably also playing Celestial Purge. I keep saying Celestial Purge, and I know it's right, but one time I called it Planar Cleansing, which is a real card, but it's a totally different card with completely like irrelevant text in most cases, so I always second guess myself every time I say Celestial Purge now. You had a foil Planar Cleansing once. Nice. Demystifying Spree. Woohoo! Ooh, Stoneforge Mystic. This is not a problem, but it does look very good. Still do, just took it out of my Hippo deck. Why would you take it out of your Hippo deck? Crazy bastard. So, I think they're likely to try to protect this Stoneforge Mystic, so I'm going to go Firebolt first. Okay, well, never mind then. Well, don't I look like an idiot? Oh, let's grab my Obosh. The Preypiercer. Oh, yes. Whoa, Roy. It's not your own permanence that you have no respect for. It's white permanence, which is fair because white is the worst color. Cool Incarnation deck? I don't know if you checked the stream name. Oh, fuck. It changed. Hold on. It didn't save my stream name. Thanks, Pi. You're the best. You're a good human. All right. Modern broken hitting big red reset button. All right. I'm gonna go with a double shatter on this, just in case they do have force of negation. Okay, cool. Owned. Yeah. Well, I like big red blitz, and that's essentially what we're playing here. We're playing big red with the option to be smaller. So I don't hate myself for playing this. This is a very controlling red deck that turns into a very grindy deck in game 2 and 3 a lot of the time. But not all of the time. Rolling terrain. I played against a burn player earlier who was playing a card. Roy, you definitely know this. It's a 2 and a red, destroy target mountain, and deal 3 damage to its controller. It's called like something peak. Peak eruption. Volcanic peak. Something like that. Peak eruption. Yeah, okay, I named it. I named it right. Peak eruption. That's a great name, by the way. It's like Eddie Van Halen made a red hoser. Man, eruption is something else. It's not like the best song ever, but it's just, oh, such a beautiful piece of music history. Yay! Match win! Have you read the flavor text? I did not. For either of those. Early olive buds, a good omen. Flock of crows, not so good. Mountain exploding, bad. Very, very bad. I love that. I love that. That's almost as good as obliterate. The enemy has been destroyed, sir, as well as the town, your house, your wife, your dog. I know that's not like accurate, but like that's a great one. Well, or anything by Jaya Ballard. Jaya has some of the best ones. Incinerate with, yes, I do believe toast would be an accurate description. The forest, the city, your palace, your dog. Did Burns write obliterate he may have? Okay, we're against Panache. 0-10. Huh. I really like my poker hand. Huh? Huh? Full house? Anyone? Much better. I think in the dark... Oh, we're not in the dark. Urian. Okay, I'm definitely shipping one of these Firebolts. Oh, opponent says big fan. Man, so crazy. So crazy. Big air conditioner. I'm a huge metal fan. So am I. Oh, that's a good comic strip. Impossible. Roy and you are both here. There's no other fans of me. No one else enjoys me or what I do. Go, Team Venture. Well, that's just a fantastic joke, Mike. That's just... I'm so proud that I got to exist in the same universe as that comment. I didn't even do anything to deserve it. Speaking of which, just a early mention to both or all the people who are in here who are the best people that I know in the Magic community. I love you guys all, but I think I'm taking tomorrow off. Venture Brothers is still going. The Thrash Captain, as far as I understand it, Venture Brothers is still going. I'll be off tomorrow, even though I did the short stream yesterday. But I have other plans. I mean, I might randomly come on later in the evening, but certainly not at 8. I'm not planning on being on. I might end up being on, but I'm not planning on it. We'll see. Perfect. Perfect timing. So I'm assuming this means they have a Skyclave apparition coming in here, but there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. You thought it got canned recently? No, I thought it just got renewed for, I believe, its final season for Venture Brothers. They just like consistently go on like break, or they stop producing the show for like a year, and then they'll come back the next year. So like I think it was the first 3 seasons were like all in a row. Venture Brothers canceled. Okay. Well, there you go. 7 seasons in 17 years. We were writing what would have been season 8. Oh, well. That's a shame. Yeah, apparently it will now never get an ending. Oh, look at them. Slide the Stoneforge for double equipment. They double dip the chip. So they got the Batterskull, and they're going to get Sword and Fire and Ice, I'm assuming? Yeah, nice. Well played. That is a very poor draw in this situation that I'm in. Yeah, okay. Well, pass the turn. So we're against 80 card red-white taxes. Wild. I think I'm 3 seasons behind on Venture Brothers, though. I think I haven't seen 5, 6, or 7. Yeah. Did Metalocalypse also not get an ending? Jeez. I mean, it's kind of... I don't... Listen, I don't want to be that... Oh, man. I don't want to be that guy, but it's a lot of these shows, it's kind of their fault, right? Because they always kind of write it season to season, and they never plan for an ending. Like, say what you will about Disney Channel's Gravity Falls, but that show, I think it was 3 seasons, or like 2, depending on how you look at them, because they're broken up really weird, but they just were done after the what they did, and you know, people have been like, hey, when are you gonna make more of the show? And they're like, no, we're done. We did the whole story. That's it. We wrote the story from beginning to end, and then we made it into a show, and then the show ended, and now it's over. What I don't know what you want from us. So, and I think, you know, it's just weird where, you know, shows like not Family Guy, King of the Hill took the classy way out, where they, well, I mean, I say way out, that's kind of a little bit insensitive maybe, but like Brittany Murphy passed away, and she was one of the main characters, so they decided, you know what, it's a good time for us to end the show. We're going to end the show at season 11, and they never made a bad season. They made some okay episodes, fine, but you know, they never made a bad season. Whereas like The Simpsons has just got renewed for season 33, 34, and like that show now is like a train wreck. You don't think Metalocalypse had the long hiatuses Venture Brothers had? Well, I think it did, because I watched it for the first 3 seasons straight, but they didn't come out 3 years in a row. The first 2 seasons came out back to back, but I think there was a break before season 3, and I think then they did the movie, right? And then there was a break before season 4. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if that's entirely accurate. All right, so Flame Slash is like generally probably not that important here, in that like the only thing it's killing is Batterskull, and we kind of need to, you know, they're on red-white, so maybe I can cut some Blood Moons and or all the Blood Moons, and then one. I guess these Bomats are kind of never getting through. No, yeah, I think the longest hiatus there was on a season of Metalocalypse was like 1 year. Yeah, it's true. But they both, I mean, I feel like they both are pretty niche audiences, so I'm just never, I guess, so many shows like those that I have known and loved have ended without an ending that I'm just so used to it by now. Like Clone High and Undergrads did the same thing after one season. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones from when I was a teenager. There was tons of them where they never got an ending, and they were a little bit more plot oriented than a lot of shows are. Like the Simpsons and Family Guy, either those shows will end whenever they feel like ending them. Like there's no real continuity to either of those shows, but you know, these shows are a little bit more grandiose in their scope and scale. Multiple multi-year hiatuses, though. That's a great description for the path of the Venture Bros. That's they really were all over the place. It was a great show, but it is very, you know. Smash. The Mighty Monarch. I even keep I have something on they're on black as well. Oh my. Mardu Urian. I even have this on my soundboard. Yeah, I probably should have played the Blast Zone this turn. It could just be a cycle land. Yeah. Actually, let's play Bonecrusher this turn. Yeah, because I'm not getting any elementals out of the Pyromancer, so it's not really worth anything. Someone asked what am I drinking? Michael asked what am I 4 Roses bourbon. They took the Soul-Scar Mage. What? That's terrifying. Okay, I don't like that at all. It's like I didn't discard anything at all. It's like I didn't discard anything at all. Anything at all. Anything at all. Okay. Opponent takes the full beat. What the hell does this mean? Are they gonna Charming Prince their Skyclave? I guess that could be it. Yeah, it's gotta be something like that. Alright, opponent, what do you have here? What is this? Runed Halo. Interesting choice. Okay, so that's gonna name Bonecrusher, I suppose? They play 4 Halo and 80 cards? Wild. Yeah, they named Bonecrusher. Interesting. Well, I guess that's why they didn't remove it. Alright, I think I'm going to kill this Skyclave now. I understand that I'm going to go down a land for this, and I'm okay with that. Perfect. Yeah, I know I could keep the Bonecrusher back to block. If it ends up being a big deal, then I apologize. We've got Blast Zone potentially ready for the Runed Halo, which I guess it will be. Yeah, I could grab my Obosh Grabbing Obosh is probably better than cranking the Blast Zone here. No, having a Blast Zone on 2 probably has a bunch of incidental value. Yeah, alright. I guess Halo could be understood as a mono-white meddling mage. No, you're thinking of Gideon's Oh, I should have darted the Inspector. That's probably better than what I did. Gideon's Intervention is the mono-white meddling mage. At least I think so. Yeah, yeah. It's even better. It says your opponents can't. You can still play the spell. But it also does the Ruined Halo thing, or it prevents the damage. What do they have if they're not playing anything wild? Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to pop the Ruined Halo immediately, but yeah, I definitely screwed up by not... Oh, interesting. If I Bonecrusher, if I stomp something, Bonecrusher will deal damage this turn. Oh, I should have stomped the Thraben Inspector. What is this? Oh, it's gonna be Resto? Settle. Oh, I wonder if they are playing Settle. I had them pegged as a much more aggressive and mid-range deck, but it could be Settle. Block? Are they gonna block and then Settle? They're blocking the Pyromancer instead of the Illusion. So even though I could stomp here, I'm gonna pass priority to them. What am I hitting them for? 1? It's not impressive, but it's not risky. I thought so, opponent. I thought so. This will not work for you. I am afraid you have been gamed. Take your 5. Bash. I guess I lose this Lava Dart forever if I don't cast it now. Is it worth it? Or would I rather just play another Bonecrusher? Nah, we'll just lose the Lava Dart. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. We'll never play Batterskull. Not in a million years. I didn't board out some of my Bonecrushers, did I? No, I did not. Oh, it was the Bomats. The Bomat were the extra things I took. You are so rude, opponent. Cleansing Wildfire. Well, it would have, but they killed my Blast Zone there. Giver. Okay. Wall of Omens. Yikes. There's 6 mana. So I can grab Obosh and crank Blast Zone to 2. I think if I attack with everything, though, they will feel compelled to block some of my Bonecrushers. Or maybe they'll just assume that I couldn't possibly have another Stomp in my hand, but I think this is a reasonable risk to take. Nope, apparently it wasn't. Alright, fair enough. You got me. You got me. You called my bluff. You called my bluff. Alright, fair enough. Hey, Mr. Maple Syrup. Hope things are well. They grab their Urian, sure. So I put the Blast Zone on 2. I can pop the Runed Halo, the Stoneforge, and the Wall. To grab Batterskull with the Stoneforge. So that's great. If I played Obosh, I'd be able to flash back the Lavadart for 2 damage. But they would have all sorts of value. I don't think I can swing here, though, can I? If I pop all their 2-drops first and I swing with Bonecrushers, I get blocked by a pro-red and another pro-red. So I just do literally nothing. So I'm pretty sure I have to pop the Blast Zone this turn, which means I'm not doing anything else. Or I could play Obosh Soul-Scar this turn, because their hand is Urian, Batterskull, +1. So, but then I'd be letting their Urian flicker Stoneforge and Wall of Omens if they choose to play that. But that's probably not too bad. Also, if I play Obosh, I can pick off the Giver of Runes this turn. Probably worth doing. Yeah. Definitely want to kill Stoneforge. Well, I can't do that unless I spend all of my turn using the Blast Zone, which I really don't care that much. I guess Shattering Spree isn't an instant, so it's a bit problematic, but like, hopefully I just draw a single burn spell to deal with the Stoneforge. No, I don't need to. I have the... Forge Tender has flavor text? It does not have flavor text. The main function of Forge Tender is the thing that it does. But, I mean, either way, they have the ability to block out one of my burn spells. I'm aware of the text on Burn to Forge Tender. I know it's not a 1/1 pro-red. What it actually is a 1/1 that, like, blocks a burn spell, which is a much bigger deal. But I'm just... seeing where we get to here. Okay, so they drop in the Batterskull first. This is kind of great. Oh, unless they equip it on, like, the Resto and just attack. That was not something I was planning for. Oh my god. They had the other piece of equipment just naturally, right? They didn't... yeah, they never... okay. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate. Oh my god, and the only card in my hand is my Shattering Spree. No! Oh my god. Okay, well, hopefully we'll draw the other one. Oh, okay. This is really bad. That was incredibly lucky. Yeah. I was expecting like a Path to Exile, not that. Jesus. That was brutal. Yeah, now they get to flicker everything that they want to. Nah, we're probably just fucked here. I mean, there are draws that get us out of this, but... yeah. Yeah, they're definitely much better set up for this matchup than we are, I think. They can Resto loop Urian now, too, if they want to. I don't think that they will, but they could. Get Sword of Fire and Ice. Of course, they would have everything. Maybe they even have Maul of the Skyclaves in their deck, too. Okay, well, that's a great pickup. It's not going to matter much, but it is a good draw. mean, Lightning Bolt was just about the best draw in the deck here. So with Obosh on the board, I feel like miracles can happen. So Resto trades with Bonecrusher, Germ trades with Bonecrusher, Obosh survives, Soul-Scar dies to Urian. Yeah, this isn't going well at all. But I did get to keep my Obosh. The Forge Tender's not dying though. So really, this is not actually working out for me at all. Kind of looks like maybe it sort of is, but it's not. I probably needed to try to kill something with Lightning Bolt or Bolt. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't do anything here, right, Mike? Like, it just doesn't matter because they've already blocked. I needed to do it before I gave them the option to block, I think. Obviously, I can't change that, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Because, like, they're just going to gain the 4. There's just nothing. There's nothing for it. I mean, yeah, I'll just shoot it and whatever. But, like, the Orion can... Yeah, you know what? We're just dead here. It's fine. It's fine. We ran into a mono-white deck that's full of, like, protection from red cards and, you know, incidental life gain and all sorts of the nonsense just crushed us, so... It's fine. I ran into E-Tron in one of my previous leagues, and game 1, they just went Chalice on 1 on turn 2, and I was like, oh, okay. I can't, yeah, I'm dead. I can't beat that one in a game 1. Yeah, I'll keep this hand in the dark. Another Urian deck, uh-oh. You lost to Storm Herald? Yeah, the new Storm Herald deck looks pretty impressive. I mean, it's goofy and fragile, so if you ever had, like, enough graveyard hate, I think they would get messed up, but... What? List? Yeah, it was in the 5-0s. Hold on. Go look at the 5-0 dump. It's in there. Birds of Paradise. In my format? I don't think so. Stupid. Man, this Stream Decker bot has just been off of its game. There we go. Alright. It's like I need to tell it to join my channel every single night, which is not normal. Alright. Are they on Kiki Cord? Are they on Green-White Taxes? Are they on Ephemerate? What are you up to there, opponent? What are you up to? Hey, it's El Rodio-san. Hope things are well. The question is, am I killing this bird with Lightning Bolt? Or do I want to light up the stage instead? I think I'd rather light up the stage at this point. I just don't know what I'm up against, and wasting Lightning Bolt on bird here doesn't feel great. I could Lava Dart it, puts me a turn back. And, like, I can always play the Lava Dart after I play my Blood Moon. Yikes! Alright, well, it's kind of awesome, but it's kind of shitty. I mean, we'll see what we're up against. That's the main concern. Okay, we're against probably, like, Bant Ephemerate stuff. Oh, 4-color. Okay, so this is like, yeah, this is like the 4-color Kiki Cord or whatever. Okay, that's fine. So I don't want to stomp the Birds of Paradise because there's a pretty good chance it will just get slid away. Although... I want to do damage to them this turn. I also want to cast that Stomp. So I'm probably going attack, Stomp the Wall of Blossoms, cast Light Up the Stage. You like bolting the bird as a conservative line. If they play Omnath, our life is hard. I don't think this is an Omnath deck, but it certainly could be, and I agree with you. But like we don't get beat by our opponent playing necessarily like 8 points of life gain. Like we can overcome that. This deck is very, very good at grinding, if it has to be. What if I put them not on... No, I'm just gonna leave the bird alive for now. It's fine. So we'll go Stomp upstairs. Oh no, I see what I can do. Okay. Stomp goes upstairs. We cast Light Up the Stage. Number 2. Hey, yeah, I know. Second Urian deck in the night. Yeah, that was a sweet deck, Panache. I assume it's Panache. Okay. Do you have the Ephemerate? They do. They Ephemerate the bird? Wild. They Ephemerate the wall? That's so rude. It's a take on Aspiring Spike's donation list. I can't take all the credit. Oh, that's, I mean, no, decks like that have existed for a while, so it's, I mean, it's definitely not going to be an original. Oh. I'm so annoyed. It's fine. It's fine. This made space for Blood Moon. I mean, it's not, I mean, the red-white 80 card taxes is not a totally original deck, but it was certainly effective. You're definitely going to have a good time against Burn. Ephemerate seems like it's a good spot. Well, it's because of, yeah, there's like endless amounts of Shadow and Burn decks. Glasspool Mimic. All right. Okay. Well, I would like to play Blast Zone, but whatever. Are they F6'd? They are not. Rats. Says draw a card must be good. Well, I mean, these cards are good against the aggro metagame. Oh, I just put a Blood Moon into play and I was planning on... Jeez! Man! The 80 card deck with the... Oh, man. It's gonna be a rough game. Oh, no. Oh. I don't think I drew like that while I was playing the Kiki Chord deck. We had some good games, though. I really do appreciate that archetype. Hierarch, sure. I said my deck was good at grinding, but I wasn't expecting the Kiki Chord deck to be playing the 4 Ephemerates, which the version I played before was, so I don't know why I'm expecting other people not to. Probably just because I'm hoping that they'll be bad and play a mediocre list so that I could maybe win. No difference between 40 cards or 80 cards if you're a Luxac. Correct. This is not wrong. Okay, so we definitely want to kill. No, hold on. 1, 2. Well, no. Okay, we can do this. Stamp. Although I wanted to be able to grab my Obosh this turn, and or do anything reasonably efficient with my mana. Oh well. Yep. Modern broke me Odin's, and then I'm running into 2 white Urian decks in a row that are just going to bury me with high toughness creatures and life gain. So, to answer your question, it's going very well. It's going very... Hey, what is that? I have a creature here. You should be more frightened of my... I'm not playing a great... I mean, I like these decks a lot, but oh my god. Main deck, Orion Champion. No. Oh my god. It's the worst. Literally the worst. The third ephemerate? Oh, it'll be here. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's coming now. Oh, I got a blue 3/3. That's maybe relevant. Maybe. Huh. Now you're a filthy combo player? Yeah. I've just had way too many moments in the last couple days where I'm like, oh, thank God Uro's not in this format. All these lightning bolts killing everyone on turn 3. What is happening here? Freaking... Alright, alright, you got this one. Alright, so we got Kozilek's return. So it's a good thing I got to see the Auroch champion. Although this card generally sucks against their deck. But at least now I know what they're doing. So I can try to avoid. Attacking as a bluff there? Attacking as I basically would given up by that point, I think. Didn't really think any of it through by the point that that was coming up. The walls were too much in the early game. I was barely able to do any damage, and I wasn't drawing any Seasoned Pyromancers or anything that could let me recoup the card advantage that they had gained. They were just too far ahead. I think I want some Blood Moons, but probably not 4. Because it's just too easy for them to pull out of it. They're playing a lot of basics with the Ice Fangs. Maybe I'm just supposed to go on no Blood Moons, but I don't know if Kozilek's return is actually... it's pretty good. Should clear through their walls and a lot of their creatures. Yeah, right. Let's go like that. Yeah, we haven't played against a non-white deck yet tonight, which is crazy. Because like the last couple days, all I've been playing is red decks and like and Death Shadow, and the occasional Tron. I feel like a lot of the white decks must get absolutely smashed by Tron. It's not the best hand. I'd really like to draw a Mountain. But Soul-Scar into Light Up the Stage should be okay. They had Double Bird, Double Ephemerate, and then they had Wall of Blossoms and the Glass Pool Mimic. So it felt like they had double wall, but they didn't. Yeah, this is okay. It is good that I boarded out the Blood Moon, because it looks like they are on many basics. They play in any of the upcoming challenges. I might play in the free roll one this weekend because I have the qualifier points for it. I just have no idea what I want to play, and like, it's really. I wish there was anything in Modern I felt really good about. I wanted to feel great about Enigmatic, but it's just let me down the last couple times I've played it. But also, like, the way Modern has shifted has just been such a whiplash of god-awfulness for me. Like, there's just so much Titan, so much Tron, so much Scourge Shadow that's just, like, I don't know. I just, yeah, I'm not... I don't like... I don't want to play Heliod. For a million reasons, I don't want to play Heliod. I find that deck incredibly repulsive in a million ways. Hammer Time? Nope. Nope, no Tron. No, I just don't feel strongly about any of these decks. This is the most meta thing that I feel somewhat okay about. Burn? No, I hate Burn. I don't think Enduring Ideal is good. And even if it was, I think it would take way too long to learn to try to play it in actual factual Modern. We're just going game life there. Okay, so they must also have... Oh, I bet they have Ephemerate. Fuck. Taxes. Yeah, I guess I could kind of see myself playing Taxes, but again, like, I don't think I could learn to play Taxes well enough to do well in a challenge. Like, not against people who are actually trying to play Magic well. God freaking... Should have stomped it in response to the trigger. Storm. No, I hate Storm. Big hate on for Storm. I just want to play Control, goddammit, but like blue-white is so mediocre and not particularly good. Like, 5-color shift is, yeah. 4 colors strong? What, you mean wait, what is 4-color control? Like Wurg? Maybe. The new money pile? Doom Switch list. Pretty sure it's the new money pile. Yeah. Wurg. I'd have to look into that. Sounds like my kind of deck, but I don't know. This does make Soul-Scar big enough to eat the knight here. They've only got 2 cards in hand. Maybe we pull it out like this. Oh, Soul-Scar will die, though. Oh, they didn't block. Shoot. Well. Might as well pump it. Pump it real good. Mill? Mill's fine. It's just, again, it's not my thing. It's too aggressive. Listen, it's fine. I've never been about playing that many challenges, and it's fine. Don't worry about me, folks. If I wanted to play in it, I would play in it, and I'd be happy to do so. But I was supposed to play in it, playing what's it called? Grinding Breach with Jiggy, but I just, deck was not good to me the last couple times I played it. I just can't put myself through that. All right, I'll trade the Soul-Scar Mage here rather than throw Bonecrusher at it or at them and then have them ephemerate. Elite Armor's Call, sure. What is this getting? Like Obstinate Baloth? Something big. Elder Gargaroth, maybe? They are playing Omnath. I've never seen one of these decks playing Omnath. That's really unfortunate. Goodness gracious. I don't think I want to see anything by Fran. Too many Titans. Although I can now learn to play Titan because it got Old Border Titan and Bajuka Bog. Titanless Titan. Bunch of Dry to the Elysian Groves. Yeah. Well, as long as they don't draw any lands, I'll be okay. I wonder how long I can expect that to go on. Okay, we'll put Obosh in my hand and play Bonecrusher. But this is not going so good. Now the Reliquary's back. Oh, I played against someone else playing that deck earlier today. I crushed them brutally with this deck. Like, not close. It was really funny. They were like, turn 1 Reclaimer, I'm like, Firebolt. Turn 2 Reclaimer, Lightning Bolt. Turn 3, Blood Moon them, and they scooped. Yeah, Legacy Challenge instead with Esper Vile actually sounds like a lot more fun. Although on Saturday, it's really early for us. If there's one on Sunday, usually that's in the better time slot. Oh no, they don't have the Harrow Druid, do they? No. No freaking way. It's just going to be like Night of Autumn or... Okay, Burnt and Forged Tinder. That makes sense. Yep. And unfortunately, Kozilek's return doesn't really help me so much here. Another Bonecrusher would be okay. Oh, I have Blast Zone. So I guess this stopped me from casting Obosh this turn, but that's probably okay. So they can just go after my Bonecrusher for the turn, which is probably fine. Oh, it's choose when they resolve. Yeah, that's fine. And then I can crack a Fiery Islet end of turn and then see what next turn is all about. They've got more? Fuck, man. I love your deck, opponent. Just stop crushing me with it. I would like to win a game here. Oh, no. No, it's fine. It's just a life gain. They just gained 4 life. I can overcome that. Oh, man. Although, Tartan Scarf, man, I think if I was going to play Legacy, I'd probably want to play Uro. Literally anything that plays Uro would be my preference. Their Snake doesn't have Death Touch. Wild. I think we just play Obosh and swing with Pyromancer and Bonecrusher Giant. Hope they don't have Path or something similar here. If they do, we'll just be dead, and that's fine. Can't play around everything. They're not gonna keep their Omnath out of harm's way. Yeah, it's like there's no way. They're gonna have Ephemerate? Of course they are. They've never not had Ephemerate this game. Unfreaking real. Oof. Alright, it's fine. Food Chain did well in a prelim? Yeah, but I don't know how to play Food Chain. I get the concept of it, but I don't want to go in playing Legacy in a competitive setting, try to play a combo deck. That sounds atrocious. Again, not only am I not a huge fan of combo, but what? Are they going to chord for 2? 3? 3. Good God. Just... That was the card they drew off the Obosh Ephemerate? Oh my God. Oh my God. What witness? All right. You know what? I'm done. I'm finished with you, opponent. I can't do this. Too good. Too good. You had everything you needed again. Okay. We're playing a mid-range deck that is the smallest mid-range deck. It's like the extra large aggro deck, so when we do run into these guys, it's not surprising that we're losing. Yeah, this might be a good hand. I'm going to keep it, but they're on Luris. Okay. Could definitely be a very good hand. Could be a very bad hand. Really depends on the top of our library more than anything else. Okay. That was a touch unfortunate. Yep, Jund Shadow. I've seen so much Jund Shadow. Oh, this one's playing Tarmogoyf. Great. I can double Firebolt it to kill it. I which I pretty much have to do here. It's not great, but better than getting beat to death by a Tarmogoyf. Plus, they currently can't cast a Scourge of the Skyclaves. They didn't put Lurrus in their hand, so in theory they have a plan for their mana with this turn. But we'll see. Alright. Aha, here comes the Scourge. What a cute little Scourge of the Skyclaves. That'd be a real shame if anything was just the right size to kill it. Huh. Go figure. Huh. Live and learn, I guess. Rats. Ah. God damn it. Curse my mana efficiency. Alright. Bonecrusher is ready! I got him for 3 mana! Oh yeah! And he knows where to get you. Oh yeah! Uh-oh. Wait, that's also small. That's also small. Uh-oh. Oh man, this has been a rough draw. Alright. Die? Okay. Okay, so they didn't have a land last turn. Maybe they won't have a land this turn? Oh shit, I just made their shadow. God damn it. Ah, Scourge and Shadow. Ah. Oh, and then they had a Fatal Push. Well, fuck me sideways. Yeah, it's Bonesaw. There is Bonesaw in Magic, it's just a terrible card. Shadow match hard? Well, I mean, look at our draw, right? Like, a lot of the times it's really, really easy, but like, they had exactly the Thoughtseize for my, they had the Thoughtseize for my Obosh, and just everything's worked out really well for them, as it often seems to for Shadow. But whatever. I'll put the Bonecrusher into play. We can block one more turn. It's pretty easy for us to draw the burn spell to pull out of this, but it's also very easy for them to have the removal and or the TBR and just kill us. So we'll see. We'll see. It's not a bad matchup at all. It's just, you know, they drew the right combination of discard and removal. Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. We don't have a single Lava Dart, so we lose because they're at 1. But I can't do anything. It was very, very close. Very, very, very close. I suppose based on how that game actually broke down. No. The turn where I killed the Shadow and I attacked, that was right. We did have a burn spell on top, of course. So one more draw, we would have been okay. But that's fine. That's the way the matchups go. Relic is the card I kind of want to bring in. Definitely bringing in Blast Zone, and then maybe some relics. Dragon's Claw seems good until you realize that red is only one of their colors. And like trying to play Dragon's Claw with only our stuff and turning off our Obosh is not worth it. If only Firebolt did one more, well, then the card would be insane. Yeah, I think we'll just go Swiftspears out here. We've got to be the control deck in this matchup. Is that true? I think that it is. Maybe I should have taken out 2 of the Bomats for 2 of the Swiftspears there. I don't know. Not sure. If we 2-3 this league, it's going to be the first one, because earlier today I 3-2'd two leagues in a row. Both which I had a match that was 1 game away from getting me the 4-1, but whatever. It's fine. So Relic should manage their Goyfs a little bit. Unless, of course, they don't play anything. Nope, they did. Good. Hey, thanks for the follow, Pete the DJ. Yeah, we didn't draw any Seasoned Pyros last game either. Like, there's tons of great cards in our deck that we just didn't draw any of, right? So, alright then. Blood Moon would have locked out almost all their colors last game, as it will in every game, because, like, they have to play so many shocks. They bobbled themselves. Okay, so their hand is weak, and they're looking to improve it. I am going to stop them until they're at 13. I don't feel bad about lowering the life total, and they'll start being conservative about it, but we'll see. Yeah, double blast zone is definitely helpful here. Bonecrusher. Bonecrusher is ready. Oh yeah, Macho Madness coming for you. Oh yeah. Going upstairs? Oh, Scourge is coming in. Got it. Got it. Shock themselves. Opponent's playing with fire. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Shadow and Scourge. God, this deck is so obnoxious. Oh, yeah. No problem. Yeah, sure. It's a pretty good draw. It's a pretty good draw. So in theory, I can block with Bonecrusher and crank the Blast Zone. So yeah, they could deal with the Bonecrusher and or hit me for a bunch of damage enough that Bonecrusher is too small to actually beat the Scourge in a fight here, but then we get to go over that. But the bigger problem is that... Okay, yes please? The bigger problem will be the fact that they can eventually get their Lurrus going, but whatever. They not know Blast Zone can get cranked up? Do they just not care? What are you... What is this? Dismember? It's gotta be Dismember, right? This has to be them playing a Dismember, right? They're realizing how much damage it would cost them? Yeah. Okay, I don't know why they couldn't figure that out, but that's fine. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. Sure. I'm about to take 3? Do you think that was worth it, opponent? Okay. Sure. Okay. Take the 3. Okay. Whatever. I guess their Lurrus is getting less and less valuable, though. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Alex, but you hadn't shown up yet. Six hours, 24 minutes. They must have swapped off multiple times, though, right? Do I need to pop this Blast Zone aggressively? I don't think so. They do have haste creatures. Can't imagine black, red, green having a way to deal with my Blast Zone. Alright. Yeah, they just went straight to combat. They know what's up. Bye-bye, girls. Boop. Alright, now deck, I would really like to draw some lands. Fuck, of course. No. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh my goodness. I am 1 point away from killing them. Boy, that's frustrating. They have 0 cards in hand, so if I survive this turn, they're dead. Alright, sure, whatever. A little upset. Just a poquito. Okay. No, it's I mean, I'm not dead. It's just horribly frustrating. Now we get to play Stomp. Then on our turn we can crack the Relic. Yeah. Well, I get to play the Stomp first, right? Because this is less mana efficient. Just draw a Bolt. I mean, that's the plan. That'll do. Whee! I mean, on the plus side, at least these games are really quick overall. It's a Firebolt. Yeah. Was Relic actually good there? I don't know that it was, but like... I feel like it so easily can be. They didn't have a Goy stick, though. I think I'd rather have Swiftspear over Courier, though. No, probably not. Rather have Swiftspears over Blood Moons? No, again, probably not. Because, well, I'm on the draw now, so maybe Blood Moon's way too slow. Having more chump blockers is probably better. Alright. Also, lowering my curve is not necessarily a bad thing against all the discard and nonsense. It's a great hand. Let's hope it doesn't get totally taken apart by discard spells. I enjoy their Rograch, son of Rogach treasure. That is a fantastic avatar. Rograch, son of Rogach. Ooh. Swifty. Getting thrifty in here. Alright. Well, I'm already so low that Scourge can get cast. So, alright, we'll play Soul-Scar Mage. Hopefully this turn we get to go Firebolt, light up the stage. Fingers crossed that they just jam a Scourge this turn. Thoughtseize. Of course. Why would they not have Thoughtseize? Every game. Alright. Takes the light up the stage. Rough. Do they not have another land, or are they roying me? They're always roying me, right? They're not roying me. Wild. And that never happens. Do they have the mutagenic growth? Oh, this puts counters, so it wouldn't matter if they did. Neat. Please do it. Do it. Do it now. Oh, they were in the tank. I thought they were going to do it. Do it. No, they didn't do it. Rats. Sassafras. Aw, hush puppies. Alright. Swiftspear number 2. What are you doing over there, Taylor? You're supposed to be on my side now. You work for me now. Alright. They don't play Growth in Shadow. They absolutely do. In the Jund Shadow deck, I've literally run into it multiple times today. I had someone go mutagenic growth on their Scourge of the Skyclaves and then TBR for the kill. There are multiple builds of these Jund Shadow decks running around right now, but yeah, they play mutagenic growth in some of them. Dismember again? EE on 1? Wow. Sucks to be you, huh? How dead are they? What are they about to take? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 10, 11, 12? Are they just dead? They're just dead. Neat. So they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they're just dead. Neat. I love that. I love it when a plan comes together. Bonecrusher! Oh yeah! You're gonna get firebolted. You're gonna get beaten to death. Cause the Soul-Scar Mage is the tag team partner for the Bonecrusher. Oh yeah. Bye, friend. And smash. Smash? But I want to smash. No smash. Alright. No smash. Fine. And we're 2 for 2. Oh, it's all modern tonight, Mike. I just wanted to play a deck that plays Lightning Helix that didn't have that I hadn't played before for the YouTube channel. I'm grading student papers. I understand now why the English professors always look dead inside. Ooh, yeah. Now try to imagine grading musicians' written papers. We were, as a group, we were not a well written bunch. Pete the DJ, what up, Doge? Hope you're doing well. Finally, I get to watch live. Well, I'm live most evenings at this time, so. Our opponent was recently recorded on Jeskai something. Oh, you're from Australia. Yeah, that's... What is that? Plus 14? Because you guys are like right before the international date line, right? All right. I always think of it as minus 10, but it's actually like plus 14. Yeah. Oh, sorry, from me. Obviously, it's depends on where in the world, but I'm on the play with this. Boof. They have no companion. All right, I'll keep it. It's crappy, but as long as we draw a second land, we're golden. Music theory papers can be pretty good. Yeah, but what about music history written by music students? Oof. Because that was the one course where we actually had to do like essay writing. I just remember people bitching about having to do like a 3-page paper, and it was like, dude. I don't know where you went to high school, human being, but 3 pages, not a big deal. That is not the land I asked for. However, I will deal. Okay, listen, deck. Land or light up the stage, both fine options. Both points, or both sides have good points to make. All right. Both sides have good points to make. Bang. It's really not what I'm talking about. Smash? The classic Richard Garfield experiment. What if you got a 1-power creature every turn from the beginning of the game? How good does the opponent's deck have to beat a 1-power creature every turn? Glacial Fortress. Nothing. Oh, the nothing is terrifying. Why? All right. Path me, baby. Do it. Do it. Kill me. Path me harder, daddy. Spell qual? Force of negation. All right, I'll take it. Take 6. Here's where they have the wrath right on time. I have them at 10, considering the draw I've had. That's not bad. I'm sorry, what? Okay. I'm on to you. I think. Click submit. I'm pretty sure for blue-white control. Now, the Stream Decker or MTG bot said their last deck was Jeskai, so maybe they were missing a color that whole game? It's possible. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have enough information about their deck, because, like, not all of the blue-white control decks are playing Snapcaster right now. Sometimes it's just a pile of Planeswalkers plus Shark Typhoon. So, yeah, let's go. I mean, I don't need any of these sideboard cards. Certainly don't need Relic. Definitely don't need... Well, I might need Relic, but I certainly don't need Dragon's Claw, Kozilek's Return, or Shattering Spree. So let's go. Let's go, baby! Six move with the quality call. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Flame Slash definitely worse than Relic in a creature light deck. Good call. Dance the dance. Oh, okay. I didn't actually look at the list, Mr. Maple Syrup, because I usually don't put much stock into what MTG bot tells me their last 5-0 was, because there's plenty of people who change decks all the time. I know that I sometimes get a weird confirmation feeling. It's like, it said they're on that deck, and then they're on exactly that deck. So, but I always try to distance myself from that, because it's just so frequently not true. Especially, you have to look at the time span too, right? Like, that was from 5 days ago, which they might still be on the same deck, or they might be on something completely different. Alright, double Relic is not the best draw, but at least we can cycle them. It's like how you should never check the top card out after deciding them all. Yeah, and I think I'm well practiced enough with both those things that I am good at distancing myself from them. But also I have the retention of a goldfish in a lot of ways, so it's kind of nice in some ways, that I don't constantly replay certain situations through my head or whatever, and get obsessive about them, but I also don't get to deep dive on that. But on the flip side, I never get like concerned over the fact that, like, if I flip the top card, it's like, yep, if I had made it one further, I would have been okay, but it doesn't matter, and I usually forget about it very quickly afterwards. Same with the mulligan, right? I always say, like, I look at the top card and go, yeah, that would have been great if that was any of the 7 cards, but the mulligan was correct, so ship it, you know? But it's always interesting to see, like, would I have gotten rewarded? Because sometimes you keep the hand and you do. Opponent goes straight for basic island? I'm confused and aroused. Michael, set a course for the island. And try to do it sexfully. On the island, island of sirens. I think I'd rather play the second relic this turn rather than hold up the mana for a Bomat that I'm never gonna... There's no way I'm trading all these cards for those two, so... Could trade it all for what's in this Bomat Courier. We'll take the boat. Oh, come on. My hand could be anything, but the Bomat Courier... my hand's a hand, but the Bomat Courier could be anything. It could even be a hand. Could be a hand of playable Magic the Gathering cards. You know how much we've wanted one of those? Click. What? Ah! No! That's not what I wanted. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. They're going to have Teferi here. They're going to bounce my Bomat Courier, and we're going to be just fine. No Teferi. No bounce. My opponent has played one spell in this match thus far, which was a Force of Negation. I don't know what to do with that, but... Alright. Alright. Okay. So, Seasoned Pyromancer, discard Bonecrusher, discard Firebolt seems pretty good, assuming that it resolved. The only thing I saw out of them last game was a Force of Negation. If they Wrath me, I get to jam this Blood Moon down their throat and potentially either crush them or get them to play a Force Negation. So I think this is fine. Yeah, I mean, we're all fine here now. How are you? Turn 1 Bomat's going the distance, man. It's friggin' Disney's Hercules up in this bitch. They didn't take my Bomat, and they drew cards like some kind of plebeian. Low-class human. Oh, well, Blood Moon certainly sucks now. Oh, there's that Teferi I alluded to. No, my Bomat. Hey, it's the Big Ben raid with a party of 5. Oh.
You can run, but you can't glide.
Well, this certainly seems like they're about to path my Bomat Courier. No, I don't know what was up with the stream yesterday, but I have reduced the bit rate, so hopefully that is in some form or fashion helpful. How's it going, brother? We're casting Bonecrushers today. Oh yeah! Queuing for mana traders with the Big Bad Boros in Heroic. Sorry, Big Bad Boros Heroic. So Feather and all that good stuff. That's awesome. You know literally nothing about the format. It's pretty easy to pick up. There's no free spells whatsoever, and it's got to be very light on combo decks right now. There can't be that many left after the multiple Scorched Earth style bannings. So I'm going to jam the Blood Moon here, and then a Soul-Scar. I get to cycle one of these relics at the end of their turn. The Blood Moon's worth having here just because it's going to turn off their ability to Wrath for now. Yeah, no free spells against the Combat Trick deck is definitely good. But then there's also things like the Auras deck I feel like could bury you pretty badly. in some games. Not every game, obviously, but some games I feel like the Auras deck is just going to mess you up. Because they're going to get some gigantic lifelinker. Yeah, exactly. Cork Soaker. That's fantastic. It's a good SNL bet. The Cork Soakers. He like to soak the cork. He's been a cork soaker ever since he was a young man. Dodge Eidolon from the red decks, yeah. It's such a strange collection of cards. Celestial Purge on my prowess creature. That's fine. You got me. You got me. More? That was a Snapcaster Mage. Yeah. But you cannot flash this back. So I will cast the Lava Dot. Boop! Right on the nose. Hey, what's up, Iceblade? All the regulars are popping in. And having all you join me just reminds me. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah! He's even got that great, like, kind of wrestler-style move where, like, he's gonna stomp right next to the guy, and the guy's gonna bounce off the mat. Tell ya, those folks are some really good actors. Yeah. All right, so my third 3/2 with this deck. I think there's actually a lot to learn about sideboarding this deck and little tiny tweaks that you can make in these deck lists. But overall, it just feels, you know, kind of great to play this, like, bigger than the aggro decks deck. And it has a really good game against control decks, as we just saw there, especially blue-white. Blue-white just does not have the tools to do particularly well against this deck most of the time. However, you do get beat up a lot of the time by the mid-range decks that are like a half a shade bigger than you or are playing white. You want to play my Narset box deck? I'll take a deck list, but I'm gonna play some Jeskai Stoneblade in a second here. You caught me just as I was wrapping up with one deck and moving on to another. So for everyone who's live here, we're gonna be moving on to Jeskai Stoneblade in just a moment.
Meanwhile,
this was my goal here was to play a Lightning Helix deck that I hadn't played on my YouTube in a while. It looks like this deck is actually not playing Lightning Helix, but this is gonna be fun anyway. And this one is playing Dreadhorde Arcanist, which is kind of sweet. So I'm excited for this. So stick around, everyone who's live, and for you in the future who's watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you real soon. Yeah, hold on, let me get the deck list flipped over for you guys.